You hear about Alzheimer's, but you don't know about it. And then you see it and learn what it's actually doing to the person you love. And you're heartbroken, but at the same time, you're trying to deal with the family who all have questions. No one's ready for that. My mom was diagnosed with early Alzheimer's in her 60s, and it was just awful and long because it ravaged her mind quickly, and then her body was strong and it lived for a long time. So 13 years she struggled with this. My mother was the oldest of 8. I couldn't bring her out here to California for that reason, because they were like, no, we want her here. My family is from Boston and from that area, and it's a balancing act, right? But at least I had the village. I had my aunts and uncles, cousins, and I could say to them, hey, let's create a wheel here, and each one of you have a day where if everybody comes and sees her and visits her, pretty much all the time, someone will be there. I took a lot on in my own heart. I, was her healthcare proxy and power of attorney, and I took it upon myself to make all the decisions because my mother wanted that. Her mom, is at the ripe old age of 87, and we've got her in a phenomenal situation. Part of it is because we got such an education from the situation with my mother. Because a lot of it is, groping around in the dark. You don't know. The bureaucracy and how difficult it is and how you have to jump through a million hoops to get anything done. The earlier you start to look into these things, the better, because then you won't be caught, so by surprise. I didn't expect my mother at 67 to be diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. It was the last thing that I was thinking. We avoid these conversations. La, 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 nothing's gonna happen, yeah, it is. Something's gonna happen. You look left and right of you, and just about everybody you know is dealing with this to some degree. Whether it's their parents, a sibling, a spouse, someone in their world is requiring care, and some of them constant care. The physical, emotional, and financial toll is sometimes just devastating. I would heavily suggest, even if it's just cursory, looking into what do I do? Make those provisions ahead of time. I'm a massive believer in an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of care. The more you know ahead of time, the easier this will be to cope with.